Our amazing feet have 26 bones, 33 joints, 107 ligaments, and 18 muscles. Almost a quarter of the bones in our body are in our feet. So it's really important that we keep our feet healthy, because if we don't, we're less likely to exercise. In an ideal world, we would all be walking around bare feet, sensing the ground underneath us, activating all the intrinsic muscles of our feet as we walk across different terrains. Instead, we layer up our feet with socks and slippers so that we don't get to feel hot, cold, rough, sharp. And then we put our feet into really structured, supportive shoes so that we don't have to work any of the muscles in our feet. And then we do really silly things like cram our toes into overly tight shoe boxes and walk around on our tippy toes in stilettos. Guilty. So here is some medicine for foot pain. Number one, just try and walk around barefoot a little bit more. Walk around the house in your bare feet. Go out and walk around the garden in your bare feet. Dip your foot into the sea or some cold water. Put your feet into a warm Epsom salt bath. Number two, keep the muscles of your feet active. So we can do this through a few simple exercises. Number one, spread the toes nice and long. And I want you to pull the toes towards your heel, but keep the ball of the big toe down. So you're activating and lifting the middle of your foot, the arch of the foot, but keeping the toes nice and long. So you're activating, hold it on for 10 seconds and relax. Activating, keeping the toes nice and long, pull up the inside of the arch and relax. So do 5 by 10 seconds of that. And then play around with activating different toes. So seeing if you can lift the middle 3 toes, keeping the ball of the big toe and the little toe down. So try that a few times. Then try lift the big toe without lifting the other toes. And then try move between activating the middle 3 toes and the big toe. Try spreading the toes as wide as you can. Now you can make this a little bit more difficult by doing it in standing or doing it in a squat position. Number 3, keep your calf muscles strong. So we should all be able to do 25 single leg heel raises. So up and down on one leg. So that is the goal, 25 of these. But if single leg is too difficult, try it on 2 legs first of all, and make sure you spread the toes nice and wide before you do your heel raises. So start on 2 legs, then progress to up on 2, down on 1. And then eventually, single leg. Number 4, keep the foot flexible by trying hunkering down, sitting on your hunkers with your feet flat. This will stretch out the front of your foot. If you need to use props like pillows, that's fine, either under the shin or under your bum, and eventually work your way down into this position. So hang out there for about a minute, tucking the toes under in a hunkered position, making sure each of those toes are spread and underneath you, and sitting here for a minute. And then the lotus position. So trying to pull your foot into inversion. So what this does is it stretches the outside of the foot and ankle. Now a lot of people will be more limited by their hip and their knee, than their ankle. So you can do this in a seated position and just try pull your foot towards you. Number 5 is massaging and manipulating your own foot. So in the evening when you're sitting down watching TV, just do some trigger point release on any of the tender spots in your foot. So just massaging any of those achy spots, and then also kind of pulling the big toe away from the other toes. So holding it out there, flexing and extending it, and massaging the sore spots. You can't do any harm. So I hope that keeps your feet happy and healthy. Thanks for watching.